Okay. And you're all going to do it, right?
Yes.
Okay, because I'm...
With the beer.
Oh, yeah, well, after.
Okay.
After. Okay, during the break. So, so we will definitely, I will be following up with you guys in a week to make sure you get it done. Okay? Because on your yellow sheet, you see that one fill in the blank thing here? On the very bottom, it says accountability blank blank performance. You want to fill in there, accountability always improves performance. Repeat after me. Accountability always improves performance. Do I hear an amen on that?
Amen.
Okay. Why do we know that's true?
So we're all over 10. We've used it a million times to, like, it works. When you have to tell somebody that
Yeah.
you've done something, then
Yeah.
you do it.
Why are athletes or Olympic athletes at the top of their game? Why?
A coach.
They got a coach. They're always accountable to somebody. You either get it done or you fail. So our business is the same way. You got to be accountable to someone, and I highly recommend at some point you find accountability partners in your business. So you share your business plan with them, you share your 411 with them, and you make sure you hold yourself accountable to that. That's how you're going to perform, and that's how you're going to succeed. Make sense? Okay. So this business is, although we are independent, it's hard to be independent and not have accountability, correct? Because on your own, you're not going to do it, right? It's just natural. If no one tells you, it's like a parent. If you don't tell the you don't follow up on your children, what are they going to do? They do what they want, man. I know that part. I don't have kids, but I know that part at least. Okay, good. So let's move on. So this again, talking about the X factor. To maximize your professional competence, personal satisfaction, and income potential, you must focus on work that is within your core competence and unique ability. So know your strengths, know your weaknesses. Do what you do best and delegate the rest. Does that make sense? Yeah. Leverage is the way you stay in your unique ability, okay? So that one's really important to know. Leverage is the way you stay in your unique ability. You have any questions on that? So if I were to say what kind of leverage you need in real estate, what would that be? If I said, if you want to really leverage your business and your real estate business, you want to leverage it, what would be some of those things that you would do to leverage your business?
Okay.
TC, are you talking?
Yeah, so having a transaction coordinator is helping you leverage your business because you're delegating stuff. When you first start your business though, you do need to know everything, absolutely. So it's good to have a transaction coordinator, but you are ultimately responsible for that transaction. But delegating things that you don't like to do is, and using your highest productivity time for the things that matter most, correct? Or hiring people to do things that maybe are not part of your, are worth your time to do anymore at some point in time, you know. So having leverage in your business, how you are able to scale your business and make it grow bigger, okay? Hello? Hello? Okay. Okay, so some of the topics and are the reality check where you are today, your yearly calendar, we're going to time block for the top 20%. We're going to do an ideal work week. We're going to define your big rocks. We're going to review the 411 process. We'll discuss the mindset of a productivity warrior, and we'll do tips on time blocking and prioritizing to-do lists, okay? Actually the word to-do list is not my favorite thing anymore to say, because when you have to-do lists, you feel like you are just overwhelmed with task after task after task. So we're gonna, on this class, we're gonna talk about the things you need to be doing, your must things that you need to be doing every day, okay? Okay, points to ponder. Survey says, do you procrastinate on important projects? Who procrastinates in here? Okay, I think it's all natural that we all at some point do it. So don't feel bad. Do you ever feel like a jack of all trades, a master of nothing?
Yes.
Okay, in this business, do you not have to know a little bit of everything? Yes, you do. And sometimes you do feel like you're the master of nothing. However, that being said, those that have done transactions, have you had sleepless nights of dreaming or nightmares if your deal's falling out of escrow?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
it happens.
And it happens.
It happens. I mean, we all do different things. Some drink more than others. Some party harder than others. But whatever it takes to get through the night, I suggest you find ways to learn to meditate and chill out. Okay? This is the time where you really got to learn how to bring the Zen into your day in the morning and Zen at night. Okay? Who works more than 8 to 10 hours a day in our business? It's very, very normal. 8 to 10 hours is not unusual. Do you ever take more than 2 weeks vacation a year? Good. I hope you stick to that. And do you ever wish you could be a W-2 employee?
No.
Okay. Well, some. It was nice for a while.
It was nice for the benefit.
Yeah, it has some benefits.
Yeah.
Yeah, W-2's, you know, I don't know what that is anymore, but it is, it's still something, sometimes I think it would be kind of nice to get a daily, weekly check. Well, amigo, you're not alone. There is help for you. Okay, here's a little cartoon. The key to time management is strict and disciplined adherence to a rigid schedule while remaining flexible enough to let anything happen at any time. Okay? This is our typical day in our business, right? Let anything happen at any given time. We're there. How to give 110% to your job. 40% on Monday, 30 Tuesday, 20 Wednesday, 50 Thursday, 5% on Friday. So here's the thing about real estate, which you really have to learn to hone in also, is to give equal energy every day. Because it's very easy, by the end of the week, you're like, holy moly, I can't get through another day. But this is your time to be very, to find rituals, I would call them. Start developing rituals to maintain the stamina and the energy, okay? You're gonna need it. Right, Keone?
Yes, 100%.
110%. You're gonna need the stamina. Okay. So we're gonna do some activities. One of them is called the 66-day challenge, but we're gonna do a 21-day challenge, okay? I'm gonna give you a form to do that. What types of time management tools do you currently use? Some of my favorite tools are apps, Google Calendars, Clipboard, timers. We'll talk about that in a short minute. Tell me about some of the time management tools you use now in your day-to-day life. How do you guys, let me ask you this question. What is the first thing you do to check how your day's gonna go? What do you use to?
Calendar.
Which one? Written, phone?
Phone.
On the phone. Who uses
Paper.
Who uses paper calendars? Mostly phone?
All phone.
All phone. Okay, all digital. How about you, Luke?
My kids run the show. So
I
I
see.
don't, my kids run the show. So it's like, you know, I go to work till noon, then it's, you know, it's something I do what I can until
Okay.
I have to be where I have to be.
Oh, Luke, we need to have your kids take this class. Okay. So of the digital calendars, who's using what kind of
I'm using a
calendar?
Google Calendar right now.
Google. Most everybody has Google Calendar. Okay.
Yeah, but
Okay. So I'm going to show you a system that I use. Now, it's not for everybody. It's one that I use because when you're in a production mode, you've got to be always on time. You always got to make sure you're there. You got this got to be done. This got to be that. So I use a couple things in my day-to-day planning. My day-to-day planning actually begins with this, and I use a week at a glance because I need to see what's happening at a week at a time. Okay. So if I look at this calendar, I can only see for the day, and I can't see the whole week. I have to know the whole week, because every day, if I can see for the whole week what it looks like, I know, like this. This is my first week of January, okay? All the little circles are the days that I had an appointment. So I need to know this at a real quick glance. So this is the first thing I use, is the weekly calendar. I write things down here. From here, it goes into the phone, okay? Because I travel a lot, if you hadn't heard that. I travel a lot, so I gotta always have paper with me as a backup, okay? And so I put whatever goes in here will go in here next, okay? I even take it one step further, by the way. The reason being is that this can get very busy in looking at it. But it is because I have to put things in here. So from there, I have my magic clipboard. My clipboard is basically everything that I need to have in my hands on a daily basis. Is all in one place. That makes sense? So in here is so from here, I put one day onto here. Okay? So I have a sheet for every day that goes from here to here. Because on this daily worksheet, and I took this worksheet from the MREA book. You guys read this? You guys heard about this book, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So that's on your yellow sheet, MREA, the Millionaire Real Estate Agent book. Does everybody have this book? Okay. I suggest also that you, if you can, spiral bound it and laminate it, because you're going to use it a lot. This is like the little red Bible of our business, you know? Anyways, so this daily worksheet I took from here. I had my assistant create the form, and I love it because here has my business task, personal task, the whole day from morning till night, and messages and notes all on one page. So that really keeps me focused on for the day. So I can grab and run it like, okay, I can just have everything on here. So it is a process. It takes about 15 minutes to do that for the day. Okay, so time block tip number 1, spend at least 15 minutes of your morning to plan your day, okay? If you just take 15 minutes to plan your day, you'll feel so much more focused and know that it's already done. I actually do it the night before. I like to plan the things the night before because then my mind is already dumped. Yeah, I take it out of my head that night, and I know for the next day it's already planned for me. Of course, that could change, but that's my process. So that's one of the things that I do. Again, whatever works for you is you know, you find your natural system. Okay, that's just one of the tips. Another thing I talked about is this clipboard. So this clipboard is very handy to me, and I use it in many ways to keep myself as organized as I can, because at any given time when I might need to go to an appointment or I just need to get some figures and facts, everything is in here for me. For example, I have the year-to-date sales statistics, okay, right in front of me. So I always know how the market's doing. This report is printed every month, okay? Usually on the 10th or 11th of the month. It's the year-to-date statistics, and you get it from the Paragon under Info Stats, one of the tabs, all right? Very, very important, because it talks about the number of listings, what the median price on the market is for houses and condos. It talks about the days on market, the months of supply. All the key metrics that you should know as a realtor is on this one page. It shows an 11-year graph. Wherever you are, you'll always know the market if you have this with you, okay? Because what is the one thing you should always know as a realtor? How's the market doing? Because if you go to a cocktail party and people know you're a realtor, what are they going to ask? How's the market? And what are you going to say?
Fantastic.
Because? So this is your 30-second speech. Oh, it's a great market right now. If you're a seller, this is the time to sell. Whether in the next 3 months or 3 years, this is the time we're hitting our peak prices. Our peak market just hit maybe about a few months ago, but the median home price now is $740,000. Condos are at $515,000. There's one house for sale in West Maui for under $1 million. There's 8 homes in Lahaina, in South Maui under $800,000, and in Central Maui, there's about 6 homes under $700,000. That's the market. See? Within 30 seconds, you're just given a whole, and I get that from here. And of course, we study the statistics every week as a team. We look at this market. You got to know that stuff. Okay? That's how you build credibility. That's your USP. Okay? So I have this on here because I need to know that. I have my calendar on here. I also have my timelines. So when you're under contract, you get timelines, okay? Those are, you know, so it shows the sequence of all the contingencies. I have all the timelines for my escrows in here. So I know again, these are things that are on the phone, but it's too hard to be looking at things small on the phone. I gotta be organized, and I gotta see it. So my timelines are on here. My 411 is on here, okay? I look at this every morning. This is one of the first things I look in the morning. I look and see what my yearly goals, my monthly, my weekly goals are. That's what keeps me focused, keeps clarity as power. This is what keeps me focused, okay? Every day. It only takes me 3 minutes to review this every morning. And that's part of the 15-minute process in the morning. Plan your day, review your goals every morning, let it stick in your head. You should always know your numbers in your head, what I need to achieve, what I need to do, all right? I also have my active escrows and pendings and listings on one page, so I know what contracts are pending, how much commission is, you know, I know what my listings are, I know some of the top buyers I'm working with. I have everything on one page. You know, I keep it always on the top of my mind. okay? And I also have here my top 20 contacts who I'm supposed to call every day. You know, that's this sheet here, my top 20. You should, well, I'm going to give you this form right now. I mean, this is something that we learned in bold, is that you should always be focusing on your top 20. The top 20 people who are going to give you business, all right? Always know who they are, and it should be in your pipeline, obviously. So that's a form we use in bold. And again, it keeps you focused as to who you need to call, who you need to be working with at any given time, all right? Any questions on that? Well, let's go over this real fast, and then we'll take a break. So on this 1 day 20 contacts, here you put down the name, the type, if they're a buyer or a seller. You put here, the goal of every contact is twofold, either to make an appointment or to ask for a referral, or both, okay? So when you're meeting people, you should always be, if you're meeting with a client and you know or if you're making calls to people and your goal is either to ask for an appointment, let's meet, I want to tell you about the market, I want to, if they're a buyer or a seller, or to ask for a referral. You should always try to get referrals from every person that you meet anyways, okay? So this form is about that, and then you put your follow-up notes here. Now this part up here is very interesting because up here they have this tithing, taxes, da-da-da-da-da. You see all those are 20, there's 20 little boxes up there. And for every 20 people that you call, it kind of checks the box of all of these things that you might want to be doing with your funds or profit that you earn. You should pay, they talk about tithe to whatever charities. They talk about, your next 3 contacts could pay your taxes. The next following contacts could pay for your living expenses. So they're trying to make you think like, for every person that you call, it could help take care of these things. And the last three boxes deal with fun, okay? So it's funny how you pay everybody else, but you don't have fun at the end. Mine's the flip side, actually. The fun comes first, then everybody. But anyways, it's kind of an interesting thing to work with. And by the way, if you use command, okay? Command is our technology, our platform, our software platform system to keep, you know what a CRM is? Everybody know what a CRM stands for? Okay, somebody tell Luke what CRM stands for.
Client relationship management.
Client relationship management. So it's like a software that manages all your clients. It has all their names, addresses, and if they're looking to buy, you can keep all the notes. It even tells you when to call them.
Yeah.
Okay? You can put notes as call so-and-so on this day and put the purpose of the call. You can also assign what the opportunity is for that client, meaning the financial opportunity. So if they're buying a house, you put $500,000. Seller, potential, $600,000. Commission, $15,000. You start adding all that up, holy moly. Especially if you have a large pipeline, that number will be really huge, okay?
You recommend the YouTube classes on command? Is that?
Yeah, I mean, that's the way to start.
Just start there?
Yeah,
Just
start.
throw 'em.
Yeah. I'm not using command in its full capacity yet. Our team still uses a different system, but it does kind of the same things, just that command is at the very highest level. It has all the things that you want to incorporate into your business there, everything. That's the whole purpose they designed it, okay?
You started with that immediately, yeah?
Yeah. Again, the first thing I do in the morning, like I said today, I take 15 minutes to plan. I review my goals, my 411. So I feel good about, okay, this is my yearly goal, this is my monthly goal, these are my weekly goals. And then I go to my CRM system, and that's where it tells me, call so-and-so. Have an appointment with this person, you know what I mean? Because when I open up my CRM, for the day, it shows, here's all the people you need to call. Because I got it all organized that way, as my A, B, C buyers, you know what I'm saying, or A, B, C sellers, that kind of thing. It'll keep you organized. Okay, any questions on what we've covered so far? What does 411 stand for?
4 weeks, 1 month, 1 year.
1 month, 1 year. What does the MREA stand for? The Mariner Real Estate Agent, correct. And what is accountability? Accountability, what? Always improves performance. Beautiful. Go. 5 minutes.
Go.
5 minutes.
Is command is it like they'll
Yeah.
go over that in the videos though.
Yeah.
Right. Start from one and just keep going.
They have what they call a 66-day challenge.
Yeah.
So you start with one all the way through 66.
Yeah.
I'm still going
Or
through it.
they're like 10-minute videos. You just
Some
like
of them
bang
are
out
like
like 5 or
minutes.
6.
Some are like
Have you done all of
Yeah.
them?
No.
Yeah. I was trying to do like 2, 3 a day, but
Yeah. That's what. Yeah.
Do a couple a day. They're not very long.
but I
Yeah.
really,
Oh,
really,
totally
really want to use
useful,
it.
though,
I'm like,
yeah.
I want to use this right now.
Yeah, it's gonna be really good when we do.
Yeah.
Because it'll start doing stuff for you.
Yeah. I can't wait to use that. It's exciting.
Because it's built too for, most realtors think of the now, right? This
Right.
client's gonna buy this, client's gonna buy now. And you kind of drop them, right?
Right.
You don't have that follow-up system, so the man's supposed to be there to help you
Yeah.
with the follow-up.
Yeah.
So in 5 years, remember
Right.
to sell, they've already got a ton of stuff from you. Because it automatically sends them a recipe and
That's
a challenge and this
cool.
and that, right? So then they go, oh, yeah.
It's like walking time.
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome. Love it. It's exciting.
It is. I know, because now that all these new things are coming out, like we struggle to just try to,
Right?
how do you
Yes,
follow up
I
on
joined at the
people?
right time.
Our producer came out,
Yeah.
and that's about 10 years in, and then it's like, yes, all right,
Yeah,
it's finally
because-
something. And then it
And now
just-
they're getting better and better and better, and Keller Williams is spending billions on this system with the apps and all that.
Yeah,
Awesome.
you want to capture the name, the email address, and the address that either they live in or they're going to live in.
Right.
Because that's what follows it. It sends them out stats about their area automatically, and
That's
all that,
just
because it
too
knows where they
cool.
live, right?
Yeah,
Really
it's very
cool.
curated to their own experience.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah, they're
Yeah.
creating an experience for sure.
I'm having my assistant with all the buyers. She's creating all the neighborhoods for all them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember I used to work at the clubhouse with Donna and Margaret
Yeah.
for about 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you looked familiar. I was like, what are we not trying to put together? I was like,
5 years now.
I printed out the
no, it's just how we print.
stats.
And a resort
Why didn't you stay?
the recession, they furloughed me. Remember they furloughed all those employees?
And I was-
400 of them. I took the $2,000 and went to Oahu.
Well, next time you can
Yeah, I did the band life, wasn't a
Yeah.
Oh, was that?
Yeah,
I teach it
that's
every
for a
month.
while.
Packages.
There's songs on the radio out here too.
So guys,
Yeah, all about
Like
it.
5,000 kids.
It feels like 5,000. It's only 2, but it feels like 5,000. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
But she did. I told you before, nothing special.
What was it,
Yeah,
3.8?
major, man.
It was depending on
You work
points. It was
tonight?
4 at no
I
point.
work in the mornings,
Oh, you do?
which is good for me because I'm off by
8
noon.
and 3.5.
So that's the
1
thing
point
with
and 1
routine. I wake up, my wife, she just started actually.
Yeah.
Shares.
So what
Diamond Resort
did you
Company
get? You
on
had
the
no
west
points from
side.
that?
She's
I
still
think it's
feeling
no
it out.
points,
She
but it
got
was
her
that
license,
special
which is
credit
cool. They helped
Yeah.
put her through that. But she works at the high end of
So
our
that's not gonna be an option for most people, I guess.
So but I'm off by 12. I'm like, I could
Okay.
easily go sit some open house for 5 hours. Well, I have an
And you saw
auntie
that FHA
up there that
thing?
helps out,
Or
but
maybe-
it's been working out to where she doesn't go to work until I'm off. And they're in school. So they're in school until, 2-ish.
First
But
time
that's
I-
where the time management is gonna have to kick in. I'm gonna figure out a way to sit I'm gonna have to pay to play. That's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna have to pay and sit here $1 million so I can go sit open house. So I gotta figure out a way to make that lucrative for myself. I'll have to figure out a way. There's other ways, like my dad's making it easier too. He's giving me little opportunities here and there, to keep me going, little breads.
I know, 'cause I just started that, and I said, I asked him about this holiday, I said, well, we're with the grandkids, how many grandkids, because I got 5, how many?
They're all mine.
I had no idea, I said, no kidding, because I didn't know that.
Yeah, I inherited
busy.
the 3 when they were real little, and then we have just turned 4 and an almost 6-year-old together. So it's a big circus. But man,
Well, how was
I'm
you,
waiting
bro?
to do this.
Good for you.
When I graduated high school, I left in this whole clinic. I'm just like, I'm ready to sell something with some value, like you were saying earlier. So it'll be exciting to do something new.
Okay, bye.
You got, what was that, Jennifer Alonso? Alonso, is that?
Awesome.
Yeah, these are work at the Hondas.
Oh, yeah.
She's doing pretty good
She went
right
to
now.
Hobart. She was with us, and she went to Hobart.
Oh, man.
Take a photo of it and send it.
I
Well,
think
you
this
have
is
to be
a-
honest.
This is
I
like
can
a
answer back with her this afternoon, tomorrow morning. Let's sit down and talk. We can put together that.
Very good.
Yeah, we can do that.
That's why, that's why, you know, we're just
Exactly.
But equalizes.
Yeah.
Pushes the air out, yeah.
I like
See what
scale your business.
immediately.
I don't know.
So happy for you, little figure here.
Yeah.
Okay, let's chop chop and get moving.
Close.
Okay, Keone has left the room, but that's
Yeah.
fine. We'll continue and move on. Let's answer this very profound question.
More.
Time versus money. What would you rather have? More money or more time?
time.
Who says time? Who says money?
Kind of a
I want both. I want more money. And I've been reading a lot of books about this, and there's been a lot of interesting surveys about it. And the surveys that I've read say,
Interesting.
Hey.
truth is, no amount of money will ever buy back time that you lost, so it's your choice. So that's a really important thing to know in our business too, is that because in our business you will meet a lot of 24/7 realtors, you know what I mean? They work around the clock, they work 7 days a week, and it's all about chasing the dollar, okay? You're gonna run into a lot of that kind. Is it bad? I'm not judging, but it's about you and the quality of life you want, okay? So one of the reasons I'm so passionate about teaching this course, because our business, when I first got into it, boy, it was really, really, really challenging. Okay, we don't have all these apps and all these technology we had before, 20 years ago. Our MLS was not on the computer, it was in a book. We had to flip through it and wait a week at a time to get that information. No computers, like this is the late 90s, I mean, none of that existed. It's a very different time. It was much, I mean, it wasn't as hectic. So the more technology got introduced, the more hectic it got. And that's where you started losing more time because everybody was so, I want it now, I want it now, I want it now. So in this business, because everything is time sensitive, you have to be time sensitive. And it's gonna eat into a lot of your time that's precious to you. So that's why I always say, you can earn as much as you want, that's great, go for it if that's what you want, but you're never gonna get back that time. And so that's why I'm always very intentional about where I go, what I do, because every hour of the day is precious, right? When you think about your hourly wage, I mean, anybody who works a job gets paid an hourly wage, you know, your hourly worth, correct?
Yes.
I mean, what is an hour of your time worth? What is it? What would you say? What would it make, if someone were to pay you for every hour you did something, what would that wage be and what would you want it to be? Have you ever thought about that?
No.
Yeah, okay, Terry said she had.
Yeah.
Well, I work on the side for 35 an hour.
Okay.
It basically came down to, I'm not going to do anything for less than that.
Exactly.
So that was the number.
Okay, so if you were looking at a regular 40-hour work week, okay, 40 hours a week, and at 52 weeks, how many hours is that? About 2,000.
2,080.
Yeah, 2,000, I think it's 2,080 or something like that, or 2,080. So it's about 2,080, you know? And so when you start thinking about your life and the number of hours you put in a given week, you really have to start weighing out, in our business, always think about the opportunity costs, correct? Just, you know, if you took economics, this was a key, this was one of the key words that we learned, principles, opportunity costs. Can anybody explain what that is? So the opportunity cost is the amount that you would have spent on something versus what you could have done something. So if, for example, in your real estate business, you had to either file papers, you know, or do transaction coordination for your file, right? You had to spend at least 5 hours a day or 5 hours a day on all of your files. The opportunity cost of you doing it versus somebody else. So if I'm a realtor that's earning $100,000 a year, at least that's $50 an hour I'm getting, okay? And what is the cost to pay a transaction coordinator? I pay about $500 for a file, for one file. I pay about $500 for her to do my whole transaction from beginning to end. All right? Do I know how many hours she puts into that? Quite a bit. It takes a lot. Some files take longer than others, and if it doesn't close, she doesn't get paid. Okay? So if you think about, if I was spending 5 hours of, and I'm a $50 an hour real estate agent, you know, based on $100,000 a year, I'm spending $250 a day trying to do that job. Whereas I'm only paying $500 for one person to do it for the whole 60 days that it takes to run the file. Because a transaction takes about 45 to 60 days, sometimes 30 if it's cash. Okay? My quickest closing was 15 days. Did I hustle? Hell yeah. Sorry, I said hell yeah.
I wasn't there.
We're not recording.
But you see what I'm saying? Your opportunity cost, always weigh that out on what you're doing. Because then you will think high production versus hourly. Okay? Always know what your opportunity costs for every task that you do. Okay, so it's your choice. Next thing. Okay, we're going to do a little demo here. I need someone to be a timekeeper because Kay knows this, I usually work in 30-minute increments. In my office, you go in my office, I have a egg timer. I turn it on every 30 minutes.
I got it.
Because I work every 30 minutes, I take a break, every 30 minutes, take a break, okay? Because this business can be very time-consuming on a computer and certain things. Once you get into the groove of running your business, learn to take mental breaks, because it can be very mental taxing. So I'm all about taking little breaks, mental breaks. So 30 minutes, please.
Yep,
Okay.
got it.
All right, so identify your big rocks. In business, in real estate, we have what we call the 3 L's. Who knows what they are? And this is on that yellow sheet. These are the 3 L's, okay? Number 1, leads. Draw a triangle, and I want you to put leads on the foundation of the triangle. Leads, okay? That is the foundation of your business. Leads, 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 okay? The next part of your triangle is, L number 2 is listings, okay? Why do you think I say listings is the foundation of your business? Here's the trick. Here's the secret sauce. In order to sustain yourself in business, you need, by having listings, it is pretty much the foundation of your business. Well, leads is first, followed by listings. From your leads, hopefully you will get some listings. When you have a listing, you typically get paid on them, okay? If you market it right, if you find, either you find the buyer or somebody else finds the buyer, you're still gonna get